Welcome to this week's video. This week's video, I've sold my Zoe and I've suddenly won the lottery and bought a Model X. Only joking. What I've actually done is I've had Dean come up and see me today. Dean's a guy I speak to a lot regarding my YouTube channel. He's one of my subscribers. Really nice bloke. He was up towards my end of town today in his Model X and asked me if he could pop in for a brew. So graciously accepted, as long as I could film inside his car.
Model X, we'll start with the doors. Obviously, driver, passenger, chauffeur style doors on all of them. We can shut that quickly because it's raining. Obviously, we can control both Falcon wing doors. That gives you a little demo up there on the doors opening. It shows you in real time what each door's doing, and see how it's got the arc that it follows there as well, with the hinge on the top and hinge there, so that it can still open and close in a tight space.
That's pretty. You can't beat how cool that is. The only problem is when you open the Falcon doors, the first thing you saw at the left side was an old dirty Land Rover Defender.
Oh dear.
So Dean just told me quite a cool feature on the Tesla have released on, or well, he believes all Teslas, which is camping mode, which you can set an internal temperature for the car so it remains it. Now, most people won't camp in the Tesla, but they might leave the kids in, or they might leave the dog in.
So while I'm here, there's bioweapon defense mode, so you hit that button and you hear all the vents change, and that now filtering medical grade air into the cabin, and no viruses, no bacteria, no Russian chemicals or anything at all in the car.
Right, so you can drive right through Salisbury with this right now.
You'd be fine. Yeah,
got you.
Yeah. But the main thing you realise, even when you don't have that on, obviously it's still using. I believe it's still using these filters, because you don't smell anything anymore. You know, you get behind another car and you can smell the clutch, or you smell the diesel fumes or something. You probably never noticed if you've not smelt it. You notice it when you go back into a normal car. You start smelling things again, but you just can't smell anything when you're in this car. I'd
presume that if you're behind a diesel truck, it filters all the diesel, so you don't get any. Even without the biodefense, you won't get any diesel fumes. Or do you need that on?
You can't smell. I've never smelt anything when I'm in this car, so I assume it filters everything. But you open the windows and you can smell the diesel fumes straight away. It's quite noticeable.
Yeah, you see, that's
one of those things you don't notice until it's not there.
Yeah, you see, that's the only problem is when you're in an electric car, it's great because you're saving the environment. But if you're stuck behind someone who's got a diesel car and it's sucking it through your ventilation vents, then you're essentially still choking.
You can be quite smug and you're not breathing diesel fumes in. Yeah, it's good.
The size of the rear trunk is actually quite impressive. It's very deep. It's also got a front trunk, which is also impressively big.
So, another handy little feature on here to keep this beautiful big windscreen. Obviously, sometimes it's tinted. It's 98% tint down to here.
Yeah.
But when the sun is low in the sky and it's lower than the tint line, obviously these just come out. They've got a magnetic clip on here.
Okay.
So that magnetically just sticks onto there.
And no sun blinds you from this point.
It doesn't blind you from that point because it's you can't really tell on here, and it's not a sunny day today, but that's really well tinted, and that's obviously brings down, and then you've got the vanity mirror, illuminated vanity mirror in there as well, and then that just
clips away. In the Model X with the lovely gold wing doors, lovely little portholes here to look out of. Very premium build quality. This is all, like I said, a lovely cloth. The car's brilliant. It just looks brilliant. I mean, just show you Dean's key as well. Even the key's beautiful. So he has actually got like a plastic cover over this to keep the key looking better, but it's basically the car. It's a picture of the car. In fact, he's got a spare key. I'll show you the spare. So this is Dean's uncovered piece of key. So it's just a black, shiny, glossy key. And what he told me, which was quite cool, is the buttons on the key correspond to which part of the car it will open. So pushing on the side here will open the gold wing doors. pushing on here will open the trunk. That's just a standard lock button, and then pushing on the back here will open the rear boot, which is a well thought out piece of design. So just while I'm sat in the back, we'll open the gold wing doors. Okay, just while I'm in the back, we'll open the gold wing doors. And we'll open the other side. And then they also shut in the same way. That's cool.
Now suspension. This is quite cool. You can adjust it for getting in and out easier. The default is low, which is the most efficient at high speed. But you can also, if you set it to high, it comes up with the auto raising location. So if you're going down a road where there's speed bumps or there's potholes and everything, you set high on there and it remembers on the GPS for next time and automatically puts you in higher suspension mode. So it softens the bumps.
So if you're going down like an unmained road and you always put it on very high when you go down that unmained road, every time you go to that unmained road, it'll always go
you only
high.
have to do it once and it remembers. If you don't want it to do that, you just press that cross there.
I'm just going to go and wash Dean's car. He's lent me his car, might as well give it a wash. Now, according to the camera system, I'm going to miss that car. But it's not my car, so I'm not taking that risk. Driving a Tesla. I am driving a Tesla. It's not mine. Sadly, I'm only driving it around the back of the garage to give it a wash, but I am still driving a Tesla. Dean, you made all my dreams come true. Thank you very much. I've got to sit, play and drive a Tesla. I can say this is the best day of my life because I've not got married yet. And I'll probably still say after I've got married. Time to give it a wash.
One other little thing I like about Tesla is they don't take themselves too seriously. So if you a little Easter egg, press and hold the T, access code 007, okay, and you get the Lotus from the Bond film. It got the update that gave it, I think it was from 6 seconds to 60 to 4.9, so it actually got faster by a software update. And then in another update it gave you the chill mode acceleration, so it just says chill above the speed dial on there.
Yeah, so even though you've already bought the car and you've already paid for it, Tesla keep giving you a new car every time they give you an update.
Basically, yeah. And now the chill mode, I leave it in chill mode most of the time. Although it can do 0 to 60 in 4.9 and prefer it, it's just like, like a Mercedes has got a really soft accelerator, basically like that, basically. So it's nice and smooth because it's got that much torque. You just touch the throttle. If you've got kids or a car full of passengers, you're giving them whiplash every 2 seconds because every time you touch the throttle, if you just catch the throttle a bit hard, it lurches forwards. So that softens all that and it reduces your 0 to 60 down to 8 seconds. which is still more than adequate for 95% of the time.
Yeah.
Different steering modes, quite common on a lot of cars. You can adjust the regen. I always have that on standard. Range mode, that just gives you, it reduces the power to the aircon and optimises the motors a little bit to give you a little bit more efficiency.
Is this the 2-wheel drive motors version or the 4-wheel?
Four-wheel. They've only ever done a 4-wheel drive.
And the X.
In the X.
So that's Dean. He's a runner of a charge installer. They do Zappi and EO Minis. If you're after an install, please give me a contact on my About page and I'll link you up with Dean. I've got a very good contact with him. I get along with him really well. He's a subscriber, very pro-eco. He's got a Tesla. He's had a Zoe in the past, why you notice the ZE bag in the back with the Type 2 cable. So please get in contact with me. I'll put you in contact with Dean if you are after an install. As always, thanks very much for watching my video. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button on the bottom. And if you haven't seen some of my other videos, check out some of my other videos down the side. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again next week.